Well, happening this weekend, Central Texas children in foster care will get the royal treatment ahead of the holidays. This is part of Change One's 10th annual Thanksgiving event for children in foster care, and it'll be held at Kalahari. Joining us this afternoon is Courtney Jones. She is the founder of Change One. Courtney, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so first let's talk about the event. Before we get to Change One into your journey, let's talk about the event and what these children will expect.
Yeah, so they're going to come to Kalahari Resorts and they are going to expect fine dining. And after that, we're going to have music and face painting, and they're going to get to go to tomfoolery and play unlimited games. And if they want to, they can go to the indoor water park.
Okay, this sounds like a fun event for them. So what's so striking to me is your personal connection to foster care. You spent several years in foster care. Walk me through that journey and why it's so important for you to give back to people who are in your same position.
Yeah, so I spent 10 years in the foster care system, and I was shuffled around to 25 different placements. So that's group homes, shelters, foster homes. And each time that I was moved, I felt very disconnected in the placements. And I also felt disconnected from my biological family. So during the holiday season, it can be a very hard time to be thankful and joyful when you're not with your siblings or you're not with your biological mom or dad. So 10 years ago, I decided to bring Thanksgiving joy to as many kids in the Central Texas area as I could.
Okay, and how was it for you? So 25 different places during that time, that's a lot as a child. How were you able to successfully transition and really make it to the other side?
Yeah, so when I transitioned from the foster care system, I did fall into those statistics that typically happen, and, you know, when young people transition from foster care without caring adults and guidance, they can fall into incarceration, early pregnancy, or even homelessness, and that's what happened to me. But then I went to college, and college is what saved me. It gave me a place to lay my head at, it gave me like a meal plan, and so that's when I decided I wanted to become a social worker, and I wanted to be the social worker I didn't have.
Okay, and you have done so much work since then. Talk to me now about Change One, because it seemed like Change One was really birthed out of your experience.
That is correct. So Change One Mind, Change One Life was developed so that we can help transition age youth. Unfortunately, kids, you know, when they come into the foster care system, it's because of abuse and neglect, and it's at no fault of their own. And so when the system says I can do a better job, and then the kids are shuffled around and then they have to end up homeless, that is where I come in, where I try to help young people to know that they are not forgotten and that they're going to have hope and possibility and purpose on the other side with our support and with the community supporting us as well.
And we see so many things in the headlines now about the foster care system. They're dealing with lack of funding, understaffing. And so how can people help you with your mission to really help the children now who are in foster care?
Yeah, so a lot of things that people can do to help us as kids transition out of the foster care system. One, help us with building life skills. A lot of these young people are lacking life skills because they're moving so much. So as they transition, like, that would be a really big help. Also, we are getting ready to have a transition center for kids that are aging out of the foster care system. So this is going to be a safe haven. This is going to be a place where they can come and learn job skills. And so people can support in that if they're wanting to support. And last but not least, our Thanksgiving celebration, making sure that we continue to keep bringing Thanksgiving joy to kids in our community.
Okay, Courtney, thank you for the important work that you are doing here in our community. If you'd like to learn more about Change One, you can visit our website at kxan.com. Well, coming